Should I sell during the holidays or should I wait for the spring market? Let's talk about that. Let's get into it today. Okay, so this question comes up every October-ish. Starts in October. It seems like a small cold, and it just kind of carries through. And then in November, everybody's like, achoo, I want to wait. And that becomes the conversation, right? And so I want to address that conversation because it may be what you choose to do, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's some things we should consider. Let's talk about a few of them. Number one, buyers looking during this time of the year are more serious because they're usually on a time constraint themselves. If you get somebody during the summer season or even the spring season, they're like, hey, we're going to start looking for a house. If it takes 30 days, if it takes 60 days, it takes 90 days, we're going to wait until we find the right house for us, which makes sense. However, buyers that are relocating for whatever reason or need to get into a property, they may want to be in that property before Christmas or New Year's, which is why they're going to be a whole lot more amicable and easy to work with and very serious. Number two, a lot of people do wait for January or the spring season, which could be February, March, before they put their properties on the market. And so that means there are fewer competitive choices right now for the buyers to choose from. So that's a great reason for them, the buyer pool, to have to pick your property. Number three, negotiations can be easier with a buyer because of their time constraints right now to get a deal put together where you're not having to go through, all these repairs, or they're going to terminate the deal and they're going to go find something else because of that time constraint. Number four, your biggest concern is, I don't want people interrupting me. I've got my uncle and my aunt are going to be staying at my house and they're so obnoxiously loud and my kids are puking on the floor, all that stuff, right? The holidays, For some of you, that might be White Christmas. For me and my family, that was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Seems a little bit more real. But so here's the thing for this number. Number four, you can restrict the time frames. So if you have everybody showing up the week before Christmas, we block it out. It's real simple. No showings during that time frame. Number five, the big issue that you had earlier in the video was, I don't want somebody to close because I want to have Christmas in my house before we do that. That's fine. Let's talk about the people who are willing to close in beginning of January to mid-January or even the end of January. Guess when they need to be under contract? You got it, before Christmas, right? So that means before your family shows up in town, they need to be able to see your house that's on the market, make an offer, complete the inspection. So the timing is a massive key part where you are in a less competitive market, meaning there are less competition, there's less people to compete with, there may be fewer buyers, but they're more serious and easier to negotiate with, and you can still control the time frames to get around the holidays. To be true, where everybody's like, well, December is a bunk month. Sometimes it can be. In shifting markets, that may be. But for the lucky few that choose to, you get the bonus of if your house is nicely decorated for Christmas, then people will actually love that feeling. If you need to sell your house sooner rather than later to get where you want to go, and it's optimal for you to either be under contract to close in early January or to get this thing done, give us a call and we can talk about what it takes to get your property listed and take care of that for you here. I'm Jason Wilson with Ursula & Associates. We specialize in Cherokee County and Woodstock and Townelake areas here in Georgia. Please feel free to reach out to us. Talk to you soon. Where were we? Okay.